In March of this year, I had the honor of being invited to the Oglala Lakota Nation territories on the Pine Ridge Reservation to support and learn from the resistance community there. Today, alcohol is one of the strongest forms of continued colonial violence that they fight against. Statistics say that alcoholism affects 8 out of every 10 families in Pine Ridge, but everyone feels the harm done to their community. 1 out of every 4 children are born with fetal alcohol syndrome. The death rate from alcohol on the reservation is 3 times the national average. Alcohol lies at the root of many other social ills plaguing the Oglala Lakota Nation. It has therefore been illegal to possess alcohol or even be intoxicated on the reservation for over 100 years. The presence of alcohol is due largely to the border town of White Clay, which illegally sits 400 yards from the Pine Ridge, Nebraska border. This town currently has 4 liquor stores with only a population of 12 people. It is nothing other than an outpost for ongoing colonization. In 1882, President Arthur authorized a 50-square-mile buffer zone along the Nebraska-Pine Ridge border to prevent the accessibility of alcohol on the dry reservation. However, after the massacre at Wounded Knee in 1890, the U.S. military General Doss suggested doing away with this buffer zone to further suppress the Oglala Lakota people. In 1904, President Roosevelt did just that, permitting General Doss to found the town of White Clay, an act of warfare that continues to this day. However, Oglala resistance has not been silent. Women in their communities have continued to organize actions against the sale of alcohol on their lands. They have been supported by groups such as the American Indian Movement and the Tokala Warrior Society. Women and young natives have been the most affected by alcohol abuse and play prominent positions in these organizations, fighting on the front lines of their struggle against White Clay to protect their people from this liquid genocide.
Of mothers and children, from the top going down, who gets affected the most are our children. I really don't like the alcohol because it's been here for like 6 generations and it has done nothing good for my people, and my culture is dying. I don't want to be the only mom and grandparent and mother of children to be here, and it's so sad that just a little bit of us. Wish there's thousands of us to make an impact here and shake and rattle bones, as they say. Wished we could do that, but maybe just with the few we could make this impact and speak up and tell. It's our children that get hurt the most. Please remember that.
You may not pass the yellow tape, or enforcement action will be taken.
Come and pray with us about peace. Your kids are going to go up to the school.
I would like to know the revenue from liquor sales in Whiteclay. How much taxes are received by the state of Nebraska from that revenue from liquor sales?
200 and some thousand.
And we're discussing cross-deputization for the reservation. But I'm also hearing the funding is not there.
I'm not sure the funding is there.
Yes, and then you get accrue this much taxes, this much revenue from White Clay?
Very respectfully, I say to you that it's almost like tracing Nebraska dollars into the casinos.
And this is not even considered a town. It's not even on the maps. But it's like the biggest revenue town, or I wouldn't even call it a town. The biggest revenue place in the whole state of Nebraska, so that's why the Nebraska officials, they don't want it shut down. That puts big dollars into their pockets. But yeah, it's causing too much. It's here too long. Too many kids are suffering, and it has to end.
Keep the people poor. Keep them fighting each other. Keep them using drugs and alcohol to get over the despair. Keep them down. Genocide.
Hey yo, White Clay is poison, that business is poison. Our people getting killed from the sale of that poison. The 40-ounce bottle split between the girls and boys. Instead of solidarity with tribal warriors, we supporting poison. White Clay, it's legal extortion. Do more than just avoid them. We setting out to destroy them, killing us in bigger portions. Profit over people, tell me now what's more important. Our future generations are making a quick fortunes. Loyalty to all our nations are a new pair of Jordans. Stocks on Wall Street are food so we can all eat in the morning. For soon we'll all be mourning the fourth war that is approaching on this land that is stolen. Overrun with White Clay potions, GMO growth hormones and flesh-eating corrosion. Shut down every liquor store. They planning to open like volcanic explosions against every treaty that they broken. The people are spoken, and sure enough, this wind is blowing. At any given moment, rise up and defeat these opponents. Those that praying the sick and homeless with antisocial components. Never lose focus where we're going, steadfast with devotion, coasting wherever that may lead. For me, I believe White Clay is poison. White Clay is disease. White Clay is sickness. White Clay is the bad seed. White Clay is technology. White Clay is all about greed. I see.
We want to close down White Clay. All the sales of alcohol here for our children, our next generations, for the people, and all the deaths that are happening here because of alcohol. We want them out of here. We want them out of here in 30 days or change their business. Everyone's affected and we're tired of it. We don't want it no more. No more alcohol.
We did a blockade of the road, and it was basically there were U-locks that people had locked to their neck, and then the chain going across the road.
The sole demise of our beautiful cousins and wives. Every night physically abused by their husbands. A calculated plan to kill us all. Now by the hundreds, not even government funded. It's paid for our own sisters and brothers. The hunger, the quench, the stench of the road riders. Stomachs and teen suicides reach all-time highs. By the summer we suffer. Death by drunk driving going on unconfronted. While Chiefs to peace sitting back without
Down with the United States.
Well, then go back to Germany.
This is our shit.
This is our land.
This is our
Why don't you
land.
go back to
Why
Europe?
don't you go fucking
Why don't you
home?
go back to Germany?
What? Talk shit. Why are you filming me when these guys are approaching us?
Cause I don't like you calling people Sapa motherfuckers, that's why.
Oh, and I'm a white motherfucker?
Yeah.
Same fucking way. I'll be here in 30 days, bro. You can believe that.
I help bring a lot of people together to let the world know that there's a new generation of free-thinking Lakotas being born and raised in this day, 2012. And this day today, to the Women's Day of Peace, right here in White Clay. My parents were also fighters and defenders of the land and the people, so I can only continue to do their work. But today I defend the minds of our relatives. It's important that these small young children, they see this and they hear it and they understand it. That alcohol only will help you to kill your own and kill yourself. Every single suicide on this death, 99% of them are alcohol induced. Every rape, every molestation, every beating, everything has alcohol behind it. And so today we came to defend the minds of the Lakota. It's important for them to grow up and understand and see that alcohol ain't a part of us. That drunken Indian stereotype was built to defeat us. So right along with silence, right along with every single one of these bars right here in White Clay. So I'm grateful for our non-Indigenous allies who put their bodies on the line, and they are not leaving until they are arrested. They are arrested today. So if that lasts 1, 2, 3 days, we'll be here. We'll be here. That's what's up.
President Brian Brewer of the Oglala Sioux tribe was just taken into custody by the Sheridan County Sheriff here in White Clay, Nebraska. He was attempting to stop the beer delivery trucks from delivering beer to White Clay, Nebraska. And he was arrested when the people formed a human blockade, so he has been taken into custody.
Hello, Medakyapi. This is Olowan Martinez. Jolita Morrison, Wombly, Red Cloud, and Misty Sue Little. We're here today at Zero Tolerance Camp to do a little update about Anheuser-Busch or High Plains Liquor making the decision to not come into White Clay anymore. We see that as a great victory here, but we also know it's nowhere near the end. Our best advice is to just get out. Leave peacefully. We're asking you, as women of our nation, to leave this land and go away. And we asked you as peacefully as possible on our end. And now, every day that you exist, it's a very serious breach of peace against our nation. So again, as women of the Oglala Lakota Nation, we know that we can't speak for all, but we speak for many. And we're saying that White Clay will end.
Yep. And we're watching you, so don't go try to sneak in there because we have eyes everywhere.